Buddy, we are here again with the pick a card reading about your person. Again, it's a kind of a request that I've been getting for a really long time about how does your person feel about you and the situation you guys are in. It's a very strong reason why, and then again we always go through situations, right? So yeah, the messages are here for you. Okay, pile one, pile two, pile three, pile four. You guys can make a pick for yourself. You can pause the video in case if you want to. The timestamps are going to be there in the description box below. In case if you want any sort of personal readings, you're always going to be able to reach out to me via my email address. That's there in the description box below. Now let's get started. Pile number one. What's the message that I need to give you? Ganesha, Swadhyaya, Sita, and Bhakti. Okay. The message that I'm here basically getting in specific to your situation. Firstly, I'll go about with you. And then you can let me know if in case, like, if this is our right pile, you can go ahead and you can listen to the rest of the message also. When it comes to you, you're a kind of a person whom they feel like is an extremely devoted person. You are a one man person, and that is what is like an extremely attractive quality that they find in you. That's like something that they have never seen in anyone else before. I, it's more like that you find a sense of devotion when it comes to them as an entity, as a soul, and the connection as well. That is probably like something they can never get out of their mind. Now, when it comes to your connection, what do they feel? Even though I have a card for Ganesha who's a remover of obstacles, what I'm able to sense here is, or let's say the word which is getting hammered, right side burning like F. Oh, it's like obstacles, obstacles. The reason why it's coming through is because you need to look inwards. You absolutely need to look inwards. There is something which you are in need of releasing. You have certain. See, having a devotion towards your partner is not a bad thing. You loving them is not a bad thing. But when it becomes too much, like there has to be a balance of it, it becomes toxic because it becomes like an obligation. It becomes like you're depending on them for something. You have certain toxic traits and types in you. You need to get rid of them. You need to go inwards. You need to understand what are those traits. You need to start working on them, communicate, understand, and that is the key for removing the obstacles from your relationship. Universe is always going to be with you, God is always going to be there with you, but you have to make the attempt to do it first. Look inwards, understand what are the patterns, talk about it with your partner as well. And I I will not say that you guys are not in connection, but yes, the communication is not a very sturdy one as well. Like it's not a very good connection. Like in terms of communication, it's not very clear with you guys. Need to work on it. You need to work on yourself. You need to work on the communication. That will be the key for removing of the obstacles, and God is there with you. Once you identify, God is like meet them halfway at least, right? Do the bit from your end. Rest will be taken care of. Don't have any attachments there. Thank you so much for your messages. We are moving to pile number two. Pile number two. Let's see what are the messages. Kali and Satwa. You're a very very brave person. You don't take anything from anybody. That's what they know and that's what they love about you. That's what they think about always. You are a person who can take a stand for herself or himself. You have very strong feminine energy, extremely. Could be like, if you are a female, probably as a female. You're that strong. What they probably will say about the situation is that there are times wherein when you are too extreme, when you're too extreme in your thought process or in your anger, you don't see things for very clearly. You need to have that point of discernment. That's what they would want to say about the situation. I don't know whether you guys have had a fight recently, recent past, or however it is, but there's definitely a sense of cloudiness in the judgment, and they would want you to come forth with a much clear thought process, much understanding about the situation at hand. Think about it calmly. Uh, Probably have a bird's eye perspective and see for situation in a clear way out. That's what they will say. Thank you. Going for pile number two. Did I say pile number two? I think there's a connection between both the piles. Right. Even before I'm starting this, I'm saying this. Uh, Vishuddha Pitta Mooladhara Ojas. Alright. Definitely continuation. Definitely a continuation. Whoever's coming from pile number two, pile number three, this is your continuation and it's a confirmation of the message. You need to stay grounded. One thing that the person is feeling about you is that you are way too indulgent. You are giving way too much into the material aspect of life. You need to understand that there is always going to be a reason why certain things happen, and you need to strike a balance in between all of it. You cannot basically go ahead and indulge in things which are providing you with time being satisfaction. You need to understand that sense of security comes only when you are in touch with yourself. That's what the person is trying to communicate with you, and that's what the situation also calls for. You need to get in touch with you, feel secure at your own end. Don't expect it to be given to you by somebody else. Nobody can provide you with this sense of security but yourself first. You need to go ahead and do that. And have a balance of emotions. You cannot be on extremes. You can never be on extremes. You need to understand that even if you feel sad at times, there is a reason why you feel sad at times. You cannot delve yourself in that moment. You need to get out of it. You need to reflect on it, and you need to understand that there is much more better things ahead. Instead of being all about the materialistic, all about the indulgent aspects, learn how to actually be in your own presence too. Have a higher understanding of the perspectives. You cannot always think about what is happening around you. Sometimes you need to look at the bigger picture as well. That is what the person is calling you out for, and even the situation. Thank you so much. I'm going for pile number four. Heavy. Why do you say the word heavy? Okay. Lakshmi. Chinnamatsa. Okay. Dharma. Got to be. Atman. And Brahma. Oh my god, now I know the reason why I said heavy. Okay. Oh. I'm just gonna take a quick minute to gather my thoughts before I say something. Uh, Reason being because this is an important message. I hope you get it. In a way which is going to be right for you. Reason being because at least for the people I connect with, for the people I interact with or intend to connect, I always set out an intention to be with people who are not focused only on themselves but on the higher perspective, like, on the higher purpose of their life. That's what you are called for. That's what you are, and that's what you are called for. That's what your person is trying to tell you. That there are aspects of life which are at in hand reality. And there are times wherein you will need to make a call which is not related only to you, but for the well being of everybody else. There's a reason why we are born, and there's a reason why we are conducting ourselves in a certain way. That's what the person is trying to tell you. They are to an extent reminding you of the reason why you you were born here. The the things that you have signed up for before you were even born, they're calling out for you, and you are ignoring them. I'm sorry I'm saying this, but right now, this is what the message is. You need to open up. You need to, you need to have this acceptance in you that there are times when the things are much greater than what you are. You're just the tiniest bit of thing at the being in the universe. There are much more greater things. The universe is so huge that you can't even imagine. You know, we are the tiniest particle over there. We have infinite abundance, we have infinite knowledge, we have infinite of everything already with us. However, it's our thought process that refrains us from attracting it every single time. And that is what your person is also calling you out on. That remember the reason or for things that you came here. It's good to live in the material world, but there are times where you just need to do it selflessly for other people too. You need to, like, if you do something for yourself, if you buy an apple for yourself, make sure that you are able to give two apples to somebody else as well. It's as simple as that. You live in service of the others also. And to wrap this entire reading up, you do have a dharma towards the society, not not only to yourself, but to a society as well. Take a look into it. Take a look into the perspective for this. This is what your person is calling you out on, and this is what the situation also calls you for. With this, I wrap up the reading. Thank you so much, guys. If in case you want to reach out to me, you can always reach out to me on my email address, which is there in the pinned in the description box below. And I shall see you soon for the next reading. Bye, you guys.